My name is Stephanie and I'm the New England Stitcher. Welcome to my channel, which is all about cross stitch and quilting. In this episode, I would love to share with you what I've been working on this January, and I would love to share with you my plans for the rest of the year. And I have a bunch of projects that I'm very excited to show you. But just a quick introduction, I am a school teacher. I teach computer science and engineering at a middle school. I also work part-time at a quilt shop. I work at Blackstone Quilting Company up in Cumberland, Rhode Island. I have a husband and 2 daughters, and proud moment right now. I have to share this with you because I'm so excited, and my daughter won't let me post on Facebook. So I'm just gonna share here. My younger daughter is in high school still. The older one is in college. The younger one just won a very big, she runs track and she runs the 55. She's a sprinter. And on this past Saturday, she competed and came in first place. And then she got interviewed, and it was so exciting. And I wanted to post it all over Facebook, but she did not let me. She's a very private girl, but I am just so excited for her. So that's my mom brag moment. Anyway, my other daughter, she's at college. She's studying to be, she's a sophomore. She wants to be a doctor eventually, and is currently working as an EMT, which is amazing. And let's see. Oh, what's been going on with me? This past Saturday, I missed her race because I was at my middle school robotics competition, and we have 5 robotics teams. My friend Sarah, she's my partner teacher. I do this because she should be here with me. We just couldn't get our next video. We've already chatted about it, next video. But we were at a robotics competition, and we have 5 robotics teams. 3 made it to states, and then at states, one of the teams won best robot design and got super compliments from the judges. So that was really exciting because that was an award that we haven't won yet at states. So I'm very proud of them, and excited and happy for them. Let's see. Oh, okay. So a few videos ago, I talked about going to a murder mystery Christmas party for my husband's work, and it was 1920s themed, and he didn't tell me this until like, I don't know, like 2 days before, and it got postponed and because of weather, but I'll have to insert pictures about it. So we brought our younger daughter, and we get onto the train. We're sitting there, I'm chatting with the lady across from me because we're good friends, and all of a sudden one of the actors came over and put a hat on my head and gave me a scarf and said, "Your name this evening is Geta Done." And then she gave my friend Trish, she gave her one, and her name was Polly Pocket. So the whole theme, we're at this wedding. My daughter, I was an 80-year-old woman. I had a daughter who was getting married. My husband, who's passed, was a gangster, yada, yada, yada. So when they first come around, so we can't get up and walk around and talk to tables, so you only can talk to the actors and get information from them. I said to the actor, I was like, I'm the killer. And he's like, what? I was like, yeah. He's like, well, I can't answer that. So he couldn't tell me anything. But the whole time I was like, I've got to be the killer. Like, my name is Geta Done. And I ended up being the killer. So when you see the pictures, I'll put in here. But I ended up having to take the hat off because going on the train and moving and then eating and drinking and talking, and it was too much for my vertigo, and I got a little motion sickness, not because of the beverages, but but because of all of the things. And then like when they were talking, you would have to turn around and listen to them, and that turning around and not facing in the same direction I was moving, that was not working on my body. But it was a lot of fun. And my daughter, my husband, he could barely contain himself when they said that I was an 80-year-old woman and they put this hat on me. He lost it. He was like, "Oh my Lanta." But it was a good time. Oh, and then I forgot to tell you this. I'm sorry for the sniffles. I'm fighting a head cold, and I'm so sorry. I don't want to blow my nose on camera, so I'm kind of like sniffing. I apologize. Please don't hate me. I will try to pause and blow my nose. But at the very end, you had to write down your predictions of who you thought the murderers were. So my husband was like we weren't really playing the game. We were just enjoying ourselves. But he wrote down his boss, who owns the company, and the actress was not happy that he wouldn't put down the name of one of the people that were like me who had a costume on. But she accepted it eventually, and so we got the dead last prize. It was a certificate, said that we came in dead last. So that was pretty funny. Let's see what else. Back to school after the new year. It's been tough getting into the swing of things. It's temperatures are cold. I hope everybody's okay with the past storms. I want the snow, so please send it my way. I know Christy, you've got Christy Keith from the Floss Bossin Cousins down there in Alabama. You guys have more snow than I've gotten. Like, I have got no snow at all. We had a little bit of snow. It was spitting maybe 1.5 inches this Saturday, nothing, and it's gone. But I want the snow. I love snow. I'm a New England girl. But anyway, so let's see. I don't know what else is going on. I think that's it. I'm going to Stitch New England tomorrow, Wednesday night, from Wednesday Night Stitch, so I can also register for the Stitch New England retreat. Are you going to the Stitch New England retreat? If you do, it's next October. Maybe you'll see me there. We can hang out. But yeah, I think that's it. Now I'll talk about almost 10 minutes in, and now I'll start to talk about my my projects, my whips and stuff. So let's see. No, there's no starts, so that's okay. I do have one fully finished object, and I have a bunch of whips. So let's get to it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, my very first whip. Sorry for not taking this out of the bag. I did mean to. Everything else is out. This was one that I just found, and I was like, oh, crud. Okay, don't follow me. Come on. It's like the Leaning Tower at Pisa over here. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Okay, so this was a Advent stitch from my friend Brandi, and it's called Kringle and Woolard. I was still stitching on this after New Year's, or I should say New Year's Eve and stuff. I did make a little bit more progress on it before I'm going to put it away, because I am a seasonal stitcher. I do want it done though, so I'm kind of holding out. Do I keep it out just so I can get it done? I'm not sure. But here's where I've gotten. I am using all the called for colors except for the jacket I swapped out, and the trees are going to be swapped out. And I showed you last time that mitten, oh dear Lord, this is 36 count, and that's 1/1 stitching on 36 count, but I love it. Oh, and I should mention this, the wool, the sheep is supposed to be black, and I'm doing the sheep, let me do that like that. I'm doing the sheep white, because I really wanted to see all those Quaker stars inside of it. So, yeah. It's not really white. It is Farmhouse Flossie's oat milk. So that is that stitch. If you are interested in knowing what I did stitch, just send me a message, and I will I will tell you. Oh, my Lanta. I should have said what I was stitching that fabric. The fabric that I was stitching it on is 36 count milk chocolate by Fabrics by Stephanie. So this is the milk chocolate fabric by Stephanie. So I do apologize for not saying that earlier. I am going to try to, oh, I just zipped my floss into my zipper. How many of you have done that? If you're a floss tuber, you probably do it a lot. All right, my next whip was a whip that I was working on. This is my new plan for when I Zoom. It's to stitch on this on Zoom nights. So this is being held in Teresa Kogut fabric bag that I made myself. And it is Halloween This Way by Primitive Hair. And really, I mean, I worked on Dead End last time. I was only on Zoom for like an hour, so I started the black fill-in. Hopefully I'll get further this time. I only was on it last time because my daughter's boyfriend was here, and I didn't want to leave my husband alone with the two of them. They were playing games, and so I got to kind of go up and then shoo him out because we had to get up early the next day. So anyway, he's a lovely boy. Let's see, next one. Oh, this is one of my Boss Me pulls for this month. This is When Cardinals Appear, and this is a sew along or stitch along that I'm doing with my friends Brandi and Nise. Nise already finished hers. This was for Nise's birthday back in May, and I'm using all the called for colors. And here is where I've gotten. I finally got some of the letters in, which was really nice. So that wasn't there. I finished this, got this motif in. So since the last time I think you saw it, I only had this and the little birds done. And since then, I've gotten this much. I still have one more day to stitch on this before I put it away for my Boss Me. But I want to get some of my other projects done so I can get these things finished. I know it won't take long, and it goes pretty quickly. Yeah, so it goes pretty quickly, and I'm just going to get it done when I have freed up some of the squares on my Boss Me board. So my next stitch, this was a stitch by Emma. Emma had given us this during our Advent box, this during her week. This stitch, I love everything about it. I love the meaning, and I specifically love the color of the floss. She gifted us Gloriana silks. Mine is called Vintage Teal, I believe. I am stitching this on 20 count Milk and Honey, which I believe is the called for fabric. And I mean, look at that variegation on it. So good. So this is what this is my school stitch. So if I don't have anything to grade, or if it's too cold to go outside and walk, or Sarah and I stay after school, this is what I'm stitching. But it's a Quaker, you know, and you know me and Quakers. I can't stitch a Quaker without making a mistake. But I don't know if you saw Tara Sullivan's last video. Tara also said that I like nearly like mouth floor. Like Tara said that she loves Quakers, but she can't stitch one to save her life. And I was like, yes, preach, preach. Because I was so with her. I love them. I love them so much, but they hate me and I can't count. So Tara, thank you so much for making me feel validated. And I know a bunch of you also said something similar, but you know, it's nice to hear it when Tara, who stitches amazing things, like when she said it, I was like, thank you so much. Oh, so anyway, I'm really looking forward to getting this done. And yeah, I can't wait. It's great. I love this, and I love Annie. Annie does an amazing job. All right, my next stitch was also from my Boss Me board. This one, it's not seasonal, but it was called for, and I do want to get it done. And it's, oh, guys, love it so much. As soon as I started this in July, and it was all because of Kim, the Contented Needleworker. Kim, I'm calling you out. But I was like, she was telling me that she was doing a sale with some of her friends, and I was like, oh, I'll join. And Abby, the Top Knot Stitcher, had this pattern, and I ordered it right away. And it's a Blackbird design, and it's called A Little Bit of Spring. And it would be so nice to get this up and ready so I can enjoy it this spring, right? So this is where I've gotten. I finally started the house. Oh, once I get that house, it's gonna fly. I mean, the border is no joke, though. The border is no joke. So I have been doing a little bit of border, a little bit of something else. That way I am constantly working on the border, and but I'm also getting to enjoy some of the good stuff, which is what I like. Those letters, you fly by doing those letters. And there's some specialty stitches in here. There's some satin stitches, which is nice. I love a good Smyrna, but it's great. I'm very excited about this. So I'm happy that this is out. I've stitched 4 days on it. I have one more day for my Boss Me board, but I would like to get it done. So I'm happy to keep on stitching on that as well. Because I'm a seasonal stitcher, I did have to pull out a couple more projects that are snow related. So this one is called Falling Snow by Shannon Christine, and it's a big guy. But this fabric choice is amazing. And look at so the white is a sulky. And I thank all of you amazing viewers that have suggested that I do this, the sulky. I love it so much. And it's just, yeah, I love it. It's great. So I finally got in a little bit of that teal, that darker teal. And yeah, it's just going to be a nice project when it's all done. I love this, like the sky. It's going to be so pretty. So that is that. And that is a 32 count Lugana that I'm stitching that on. And it's totally, this is so bad. It's in a Teresa Kogut Patriotic. It really needs to be in a winter. But you know, you just go with what you have available. You'd think that I knew somebody that made bags, right? Or keepers, who knows? But this needs to be fixed because it's making me mad. Are you guys like that? Do you need your project bags to match your projects like me? Because this one is not matching. But it should. It really should. All right. And then the last whip I have is in my Teresa Kogut little mini whippet keeper. And the pattern is by Brenda Gervais with I Needle. And it is called Burr. It's cold outside. I felt like this was fitting for the season that we're in and the ridiculous temperatures that it's been. I had to go outside during my prep today and run to the car with a cart because I had all of the robotic stuff. I was out yesterday with this head thing that I've got going on, but I ran to the car, got all the stuff, and it like the wind was just whipping. I mean, I had my hood, like cinched it down. I was like, these people are like, who is she? Like if they were watching the camera from the inside, they're like, who is this girl? But anyway, here's what I've got done. So this was my sick day stitch. This is what I got done yesterday when I was not feeling well, but I'm loving this fabric. And it actually wraps the whole board. So this is way too big. But it's absolutely beautiful. It's a 36 count. It's called Azul. And I believe, is it Atomic Ranch Azul. And I am using all of the called for colors. In retrospect, I'm not taking it out, but in retrospect, I wish I had used that sulky. I think it would have covered better than grits. But it's okay. I love it. I love that I can see the little blue in the snowman. And I know Brenda does an amazing job with her charts. She did hers, I think, on Vintage Country Mocha. I think that's the called for colors. But I think that the blue background gives it something different. I don't know, but I'm loving it, and I'm excited to get this one done. This one will definitely be done soon because that was only one day of. Now, granted, it was a whole day, but it was one day of stitching. So there's that. My FFO that I'd like to share with you today is by the Crafty Bluebonnet, and it's called Sewing Therapy. This was the pattern that I gave out during my week for Advent stitching, and I actually decided to stitch it on 28 count lamb's wool, and I did it 1/1 on 28 count lamb's wool. So here's my finish. It is so itty bitty teeny tiny, but I think it's cute. I put 2 of the 3 pins, so I gifted the pins to the girls. I did this back on it. It's just a Lori Holt gingham, and then the ruching, I learned the ruching from Julie and her daughter from Floss Paper Scissors. They had a tutorial on ruching, and I bought the same silk ribbon that they use. It came on a spool. It's from Amazon. I think I've showed it in a couple of videos ago. Super easy to work with, and so right now it's full of walnut shell, so it's got a little bit of weight and a little bit of poly, but I think it's so stinking cute, and I love that ruching, and I just love it with that the gingham on the back. because I feel like it just matches so perfectly. So I love it. What do you think? Haul? Just a little bit. Okay, so for haul, I was a little bit enabled by some friends and a store owner. My friend Reese from the Crafty Grimalkin, she posted that her order from Fox and Rabbit finally came in, and we'd all been waiting for some of these fabrics, and it finally arrived. And so I bought not one, not two, not three, not four, not even five. No, I purchased six. 6 fabrics from Fox and Rabbit, but I'm very excited. Some are because I have plans for them, and some are because it was just gorgeous, and who knows the next time I'm going to be able to get it. So I should probably stop because I have a problem. Okay, so the first color that I got was Bristle, Hog Bristle by Fox and Rabbit. This is 36 count linen, Hog Bristle. Actually, I'll just do like this. There's Hog Bristle. And then we have Salt Bush. There's Salt Bush. Okay. Then we have Flannel Flower. Okay, this is a color I had been dying to just try and stitch on, but I've never get to because I couldn't get it. Dirt Track. Love Dirt Track. This is a beautiful mottled beigey color. Yeah, it's got like a little pinkish tone to it. And then the two that I wasn't even planning on, but I saw and I was like, yes, please. This one is Prehistoric, and this is called Elephant Run. So there's some nice grays that are there. So those were the 6 colors that I got from Reese in her shop. The next thing I did was I also printed out some PDFs that I had in like my cloud that I just didn't print out, and if I don't print them, I'm not going to stitch them. So I've been trying to get better at that. I did purchase, this is a purchase, I did purchase this from Robin Pickens. This is one of her new ones that she just released. Oh my heck. Did you see some of the new Nashville, guys? Robin's new Nashville with the birds. Oh, I love it. I gotta rein myself in. But you know me and my bee fetish, so I do. I love this little queen bee. I think she'll go perfect in my bee decorations. This was the freebie from Primrose, Winter Wonderland, so I printed that out. I can't remember if I showed you guys that last time. This is, let's see. Can't show you those because they are not pictures. But I can show you this. All right. Now, I think I need your help with this one, guys. And please don't think I'm stupid. But I think I need your help. I don't understand. I don't understand how to read this pattern. I feel like I need a tutorial from you. Okay, so this is 324's sequel. Sorry, let me get focused on it. Okay, this is the sequel, and the sequel has specialty stitches. So each block is a specialty stitch. Now, when you look at the pattern, I can read the pattern, but I don't know what color corresponds to the DMC. So I know it is 18 on the pattern. It's 18 down, and it is all the way up to the letter. No, I don't even know. But how do you do the numbers? Like, it doesn't, I can't show you without telling you, but I'm excited because I want to learn new stitches. But all I got was the numbers. So does number 16 correspond to, the position 1-1? So if you're stitching 324 and you know the answer to this, or if you were just a smarter person than me and you know the answer to it, please help me. And or if you are doing it, please let me know. I'd love to do it. I'm going to start this, not now. I'm starting it on March 24th. Because it'll be the sequel to that. But on part of the pattern, there's also like diagram 1, diagram 2, and there's nothing to stitch inside. So I'm not quite sure. And it's not all of them. So if you are stitching this, or if you are the creator of this and your works by ABC, and you're like, we will help you, Stephanie, because we know you don't understand. Please feel free to comment and leave me a message, because I think I need to. I think I need an assist on this one. But I am excited to do the specialty stitches. So yeah, there's that. I did receive my Christmas present from my friend Shannon. Shannon is the art teacher that works with us, and I taught her how to use 1, 2, 3 stitch when she was looking for something for Sarah for her birthday, and then she actually like bookmarked it, and now that's where she got my present and Sarah's present for Christmas. So she found this and she thought of me, and I just absolutely love it. I do not have it. Okay, friends, I have no idea what's going on with my phone, but it stopped again. So I'm going to speed this up a little bit so that it doesn't keep stopping and I have a lot more things to edit. And before it was in cinematic mode, and that's why it was like super fuzzy in the background, and hopefully it's better. I'm not sure, but it looks better to me right now. We'll see. I was discussing with you my gift from my friend Shannon for Christmas, and how I had shown her how to use 1, 2, 3 stitch, and all she had to do was click the pattern, click the recommended floss, and blah blah, and be done. So she picked this up for me, and it is by Whilst Iris Naps Designs, and it's called Peace on Earth. Can you see that okay? Maybe if I'm not in it. And it's in the bag, so it's probably being a pain, but it's awesome. She included the floss, although she was really sad because she works part-time at Michael's. Sarah works part-time at a restaurant. I work at the quilt shop, and Shannon, the art teacher, she works part-time at Michael's, and she was like, there's no 310. Why? Because everybody buys black and white. So those are the 2 colors that she was missing. And I was like, don't worry, I have plenty. So it was pretty funny watching her talk about that. The other things from my haul that I got, my friend Joanne for Christmas, she got me this Black & Decker electric scissors, which I am so excited to use, because I think it'll definitely help out, especially when I'm cutting a lot of fabric for a quilt project, right? So those were a Christmas present that I just received from my friend Joanne. And then I also received 2 bits of Stitchy Kindness, and I'm looking for the card. So from Kim, thank you so much, Kim. Kim sent my students a ton of cross-stitch magazines and kits, and it's amazing. So thank you so much, Kim. The girls are very excited about that. We haven't had cross-stitch since we've been back, partially because last week the students are trying to get done projects, and there's also a play going on, and a lot of our students it's not a play, it's a musical. They're doing Shrek Junior. But there are a lot of our cross-stitch kids are in the Shrek musical, and that's when they're rehearsing, and their performance is coming up. I think it's 2 weeks away, so they can't miss it. And then there's also we're ending the semester, so there's a lot of kids who are not coming for that because they're doing projects, and but they've seen the box and they're so excited about it. So we will get those out to them as soon as we see them. So that's why there's been no pictures. So I'm so sorry. There hasn't been any pictures of the kids, but the kids are doing well. And they are looking forward to coming back. And there's other kids that hadn't done it, but they did it last year that were just super busy. And now that things have kind of slowed down, they're coming back too. So it's nice to see them. What else do I have? Okay, so the other thing in my haul that I wanted to share with you very quickly was my favorite scissors. I don't know if I've ever shown these before, but come on, focus, please. I don't know why it's not focusing. These are Kai scissors, and I don't know if you can, I keep them at my sewing machine. So they have a slight, a little slight curve to it. You can see that. I get them on Amazon. They're $10. They're way more expensive at other places, but these are $10. And I love it because that little curve, when I snip, they do not clip the fabric. So that's a nice little thing. And I just figured I would share with you guys. So don't buy them all up. But I do tend to throw them in my cart every once in a while because, oh, I need a new pair of scissors. But they are Japanese scissors that stay incredibly sharp. And yeah, I keep them on my sewing machine, which is right here. And I have a magnet on it, and that's where they stay because that's what I snip with. The other thing that was some amazing stitching kindness that made me cry. This is from my friend Jill. Was it yesterday or was it the day before? I don't even remember. But I don't know, it just made me cry. I thought it was yesterday. No, thank you. And it is my word of the year. And I just thought that was perfect. It means a polite decline. So no, thank you. Is what I'm going to try to implement and say, and remind myself that it's okay to say no sometimes. I used to get teased an awful lot. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but when my girls were young and they did something that was maybe naughty, I would always say, no, thank you, Lily, or no, thank you, Julianne. And people would be like, they would make fun of me because I would say, no, thank you, rather than just like, no. I always said, no, thank you. Like, so, I just think I just think it's perfect. So Jill, thank you so much. My husband, he agrees that this is what I need to work on. So I appreciate that. And it's actually sitting in the dining room right on top of where I keep all my cross stitch displayed. So there's that. Let's see, what else? I don't know if I showed this before. This is my cross stitch planner. I made the cover. I keep my cross stitch in here. Here's what January looks like. It is very, very, very busy. And I just skipped past it. Holy smokes. Shouldn't be hard, Stephanie. Okay. So here's what it looks like. I do have a planned start. I know I said I wasn't going to start anything, but I do have a planned start. But it's an approved one. This one that I actually had planned. And then I have one that's not planned, but we will discuss that in a minute. So there is that. And then the other thing I want to share, let me discuss. So plans. So coming up in February, nope, I lied. Coming up in January, next Monday, I am starting my seasonal courier, the Robin, with Emma. I don't know if we have a Sal for it, like a Sal hashtag, but if you want to join us, please feel free to join. It's not a stitch along like we're going to mark out and stitch, this by this. We're just going to start it because I'm really good at starting. And I do finish. It just takes me a little while. So that's our start along on January 20th for the seasonal courier. And we decided on spring because thank you, Nancy, the disorderly stitcher. Nancy's like, why don't you start spring? Then when it's springtime, you can have something to put in your box. And I was like, that's so brilliant. So thank you, Nancy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Brilliant. So there is that. And then on Valentine's Day, this is what was upcoming. On Valentine's Day, I will be stitching using my brand new Whip-A-Keeper that I just made, using the fabrics that I made from my Poppins bag, which I'm going to show you in just a minute. The Whip-A-Keeper is, this is what I got. I don't have the floss yet. It's coming. Here's what Sarah made me do it. And Sarah will say, Cheryl, you're off the hook. There's no more Cheryl made me do it. It's going to be Sarah made me do it. So Sarah came running into my room the other day. Well, it was last week. And she comes running and she's like, Stephanie, I was just watching Marjorie made, and Marjorie is doing this, or she already started it, and it's called Study in Pink. And she said, Stephanie, we need to do this. And I said, oh boy. So we looked at it. I hemmed and hawed, and I ordered all the floss and the called for fabric. So this is Sarah's fault, but it's a good one. I love a butterfly. Butterflies are some of my favorite. besides the bee. Those are my two favorite insects. But anyway, the Study in Pink I will be stitching starting on Valentine's Day with Sarah. So if you want to join us, please join us. I don't know if Marjorie already has a sale going on, but you know, I think the more the merrier, right? So Sarah's doing hers, I believe, in color and cottons, and I'm doing called floor because you know me, and when I try to, sometimes it works, most of the time it doesn't work. I'm never happy with the I shouldn't say never, but a lot of the times I'm not happy with my my choices, and I love the way it looks so much better in a oh my lord, in what the designer chose. So I'm going with the designer this time. And then come April, in April we're doing a study in nature, and so for the love of Christmas, nothing is easy, nothing. I'm trying to be organized, and you know, I come across as an organized person, and for the most part I am, but I don't know, maybe it's the head cold, maybe I'm a hot mess express. That's all I can say. Okay, let's see it again. So here's the study in nature, and then here is a study in pink side by side. Let me get out of here so maybe it'll focus. Don't know why it's not focusing now, but I did get the Jan Lynn fabric to go with that, so I'm very excited about that one. That will be at the Library Stitches Retreat. So you know, I tend to like to start projects at retreats. So that is being held, like I said, in this Whip-A-Keeper. I decided not to do the Velcro on this one because I didn't want to cover up any of the flowers because I absolutely love them. And I also would have had to take out, because that fabric we don't have anymore at the shop. I bought the rest of it, and she long-armed the quilting on it for me for the Poppins bag, and I would have had to pick out from a scrap all of that thread, and I was like, it's getting an elastic. So this was something else that I did. So this is my Poppins bag, ladies and gentlemen. I love it so much. I can't wait to use it at a retreat. Look, that sunflowers right there. My pockets are quilted. Okay, yes. For those of you who are thinking about making a Poppins bag, is it hard? No. Is it a lot of work? Yes, ton of work. The price that the woman charges, holy smokes. You should, if you're not a sewer, go get one from her because it's a great price. I know it seems like a lot, but if it took me 12 hours to do this, and I didn't even have to do the quilting. So, you know, I love it. I love how it opens. I love how big it is. I chose not to do the pockets on the inside because this is going to be, like when I go to a retreat, this is going to be my stylish overnight bag. So I can just slide my iPad here, and then like any of my, I don't know, my chargers or whatever, but everything else will just go in the bag. So I love it so much. And now I can be like my friends because a lot of my friends have one. Jill made her own. Emma and Brandi, they got theirs. So I wanted to be like them. I got to convince Sarah to make it. It's a lot of work, but totally, totally doable. Okay, what else? Behind me, I have this quilt. It's the Nantucket pattern. Well, I shouldn't even really say it's the Nantucket pattern because I didn't follow directions very well. I like to make up directions myself, apparently. So if you notice that all of this print here has got this border, that's not how it was supposed to be. I was supposed to mix up prints and mix up borders, but I didn't read the pattern. But it's okay. I'm happy with it. This was using the Longshore fabric, and this is to honor my grandpa, who loves the old tall ships. Like, he had models, and I think I mentioned that before. But yeah, I just love it. Okay, so question: to add a border or not to add a border? That is the question. The way the pattern is written, here it is in its full glory. I mean, it does go down. But my question is do I add like a 2-inch border and then a little bit bigger border? Do I add a border? Do I not? So in the comments later, if you're thinking about this, tell me what you think. And if you think I should add a border, which of the fabrics should I go with? Or should I go with an entirely different fabric from the line that I didn't use? I used 10 of the fabrics from the line. I didn't use all of them. So that's a question for you to write me in the chat, because I love your opinions. Oh, and after everybody's comments in the last video, yes, I am absolutely going to switch to murky for that Blackbird. That was, I don't even know what I was thinking. Yes, I'm totally doing that. All right. Like that's, what else is going on? I made the bag, I made the quilt, finished a project, made the other whippet keeper. I do have a quilt, a 3-yard quilt that I need to make for the quilt shop. They asked me to make a 3-yard quilt as a sample, so I'm going to do that over this week. Oh, okay. Speaking of the quilt shop, ladies and gentlemen, I have very exciting news. The quilt shop has, right now on their website until the end of the month, until January 31st, you can pre-order the new Blackbird fabrics. There's a fat quarter bundle and there's the quilt kit. And I think you all know the quilt kit. It's an applique quilt kit with the crows. And I'll put pictures here, and I will put Blackstone Quilting Company's information down below. Holy mother, as soon as I saw this, my friend Joy, who works at the shop, she and I were like, yes, please. Can you please pre-order for us the fat quarter bundle and the quilt kit? So our shop doesn't, a lot of people don't buy Blackbird design fabric, so they don't carry it. So I usually have to go elsewhere for it, but they are going to get this for me, and they're going to get it for you if you want it. It does not ship until August, so it is a pre-order, and it does have free shipping. But I was just so excited. I can't wait to share it with you because it's so beautiful. So exciting. Okay. I think that's all. Now it's time for giveaways. All right, my friends, are you ready? I hope so. I have 10 prizes for you for giveaways. So let's start with the first. I have 2 copies of Nantucket. Yes, it's exactly the same quilt pattern that's behind me, and it's shown in two different colored fabrics. Plus mine in the background is another different one that you could possibly use. So if you would like to win this pattern, please use the word Nantucket, and I will pick 2 people for the word Nantucket, and you can get this quilt pattern. All right. The next one is, oh, come on, please focus. Why is it not focusing? I don't know why. Okay, well, I'm sorry it's not focusing. This is a corner gauge. This has the words measure once, cuss twice. So if you measure it once, and you're going to end up cussing twice. So this has the starting positions for a 3-inch, 2.5 to 1.5, and a 1. So if you would like this corner gauge, please use the word corner. The next thing I have is a floss holder. So you can just put your flosses on, mark it with the pencil. It comes right off with an eraser, or you can sticker it. It's up to you. But it's got slots for 18 flosses. So if you would like this, you can use the word floss. And I'll have the words at the bottom to go across. If you would like this is a needle threader and magnet needle minder. If you would like this, it has a lighthouse. This is what I gave out at Stitch New England as part of one of the things I was giving out. You can use the word thread. Let's say threader. We'll do threader. Okay, so threader. If you would like my New England Stitcher needle minder, please use the word needle. Okay, needle. they're magnetic. If you would like this, this is one of the, why are words hard? This is a holder for your accoutrement, I guess, bobbins, not bobbins. Oh my gosh. So sorry guys, the cold medicine is finally kicking in. This is a bicycle, but it has the place to hold your trims. Oh my Lanta, this one is it'll come with 3 yards of this spring pom-pom that I have. Okay, so that, oh, if you would like this, please use the word bicycle. And there's 3 more prizes, folks. If you would like this is a phone stand. And all you do is you take this, you stick it in here, you put your phone right on top, and it sits back and enjoys itself. If you would like this phone stand, please use the word phone. All right, 2 more. Here is a small whipper keeper. So this whipper keeper, it comes with the thread bed, the felts to hold your needles, pocket here, and a vinyl pocket here. So if you would like this, please use the word keepa. And I'll put it down at the bottom so you can spell it correctly. And then the last one is, I love this fabric so much. This I used, Nicole Spohr had a tutorial to make this bag. This is using the Teresa Kogut Patriotic Collection. And it's got 2 zippers here, and it's going here, okay? And it comes with a thread bed. And in the thread bed, it has a snap, it has a magnet here, a wool heart, and then a to hold your scissors if you want to, or your threads. And that'll be inside this bag. So if you would like this bag, please use the word patriotic. Now, please, here are the rules. Please, I have to mail this. I am not a monetized channel, and I have to send this all out with my own money. So please be in the United States so that I can make the shipping a little bit cheaper. I'm so sorry, my Canadian folks. I will work on getting some electronic patterns from some of my friends in the future for you all. So there is that. Please be 18 or older, because I do have to ask for your address. And please like and subscribe to my channel. I'm at 4,500, which is wonderful. I would love to get to 5,000. Just because it's a fun number, right? And then we'll have another big giveaway. So there's 10 things that you could win. I just want to say thank you so much supporting me with my cross stitch club. So thank you. Thank you for supporting my channel by watching it and liking it and chatting with me. I love chatting with all of you. So please feel free. I will respond. And just thank you for being great. I don't know. I feel so blessed because I'm so fortunate that I haven't had any negative comments, but that doesn't mean I want any negative comments. But I do appreciate all of you for just being so kind. You know, it does take a lot to put yourself out here and, you know, kind of in the scary universe, I guess. But I just want to say thank you. I really do appreciate all of you and all that you do for me. And so I just wanted to give back a little bit. So I think that's it. I hope you enjoyed my whip it wasn't a whip parade, but all the whips that I've worked on the past few weeks. And I will see you in 2. Have a great 2 weeks. Bye guys.